Hey, what is up you guys? My name is Catherine and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a little get ready with me where I'm testing out a lot of new products that have just launched, including the Physicians Formula Butter Collection palette and the Makeup Shayla and Colourpop Perception palette. So super excited for today's video. Before we get started, just two things. I am running a giveaway of some products from the Wet n Wild Flights of Fancy collection, so if you want to enter that, I will make sure to link that down below. And if you are not already, if you could go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I'm getting real close to 500 subscribers and I'm super excited, so if you could help me reach that, that would be awesome. And let's just go ahead and get started. So I'm sort of going to be priming with two things today. I'm just going to give a little spritz of the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Primer Water Spray that came with the Flights of Fancy collection. I still think I got like a busted one because this sprays in not a good shape. In every other video people were like, oh, I love the mister. And then I'm going to be using this Physicians Formula 24 karat gold collagen serum. So I've actually never ordered from Physicians Formula before, but I really wanted to get this butter collection palette, which I'll talk more about later. But apparently when you place your first order, if you share a code with a friend, you can get 50% off. So this retails for $14.95, but I got it for 15% off, so it's like close to $8, and you get an ounce of product. So this is basically just a serum that has collagen and 24 karat gold in it, which can help plump your skin. So it sounds like something that would be good for me to sort of use as a primer. It's not a primer per se, but I think it could be good for my skin. It doesn't really smell like anything. It just comes out in this like clear liquid with gold flecks in it. This feels really lightweight going into the skin. It doesn't feel like super heavy or like it's clogging my pores or anything. It does leave a very slightly tacky finish, and I don't see any of the gold flakes actually on my skin. So if you're someone that doesn't like glitter or anything, this could be a good product for you. And then under my eyes, I'm going to be putting this Physicians Formula Refreshment Cucumber and Bamboo Eye Depuffer. So you get 0.45 ounces of product in this little stick, and it retails for $9.95, so I paid $5 for it. And this is just a thing that has like cucumber, bamboo, mint in it that's supposed to help like cool and refresh your eyes. So I just got this to use on my under eyes because it sounded nice and bougie, and it was cheap, and it's allergy season, so my eyes have been a little puffier than normal, and like a little boost of hydration under your eyes never hurt. This feels so nice. I could literally just sit here and rub this under my eye all day, but that wouldn't be a fun video, so we're not gonna do that. Okay, next I'm gonna do my brows. I'm not trying any new brow products, so I'm just gonna go do those off camera and I'll be right back. Alrighty, these turned out a little thick today. We're just gonna touch that up with concealer later. For foundation, I'm using the Wet n Wild Mega Cushion foundation. This is not a first impression, but since the primer stuff was first impressions, doing this on camera. Okay, this is like totally just a touch too light for me now, but this did go on nicely. Like I feel like my skin looks really smooth and nice right now, so that's good. For concealer, I'm going to be using the Colourpop No Filter Concealer. I've used this before, but I haven't got this since they did their little relaunch where they renamed the shades. So I got the shade Light 12 because that's the same shade as the Fair Neutral 10 that I used to use. I loved this concealer before, and supposedly they haven't changed the formula or anything, so that's good. Oh my god, this is oxidizing more than I remember. Okay, this actually doesn't look bad now that I'm blending it out. I just saw the color change and I was like, oh no. The way this concealer looks on my skin forever has me shooketh. I just think it looks so nice. My only complaint is that it doesn't come in a bigger tube. Like, I'd rather pay more money for a bigger tube than $6 for a really little tube. I'm gonna set this with the RCMA No Color Powder. I used to say that I don't really like this because it was like too drying, but now that it's like getting more humid, I'm finding that it's working okay. Alright, I left a little extra under my eyes in case I have eyeshadow fallout. I feel like my under eye is like so bright and there's no other dimension on my face that this like actually looks a little funky. But it's eyeshadow time! So this is the Shayla x Colourpop collab. This is the Perception palette. First of all, the packaging on this is so nice. It's like this nice matte black with rose golds and purple splatters, and it's so pretty. And this is the palette. You get 16 shades for $23 instead of the usual 12 shades for $16. And you get a mirror. I love that she included a mirror with this. Okay, so I'm not really sure like what I'm gonna do with this one because you really only get 4 matte transition shades and shimmers just like don't work well in my crease. But I've also seen people use the shade Shade and the shade Stallion as sort of a crease transition shade. They said that the shimmers don't really show up. So we're just gonna see. I feel like everyone's sort of been doing the same looks with this one just because there's only so many shades that really work in the crease. So I'm gonna go into Culture on my BH Cosmetics Studio Pro, where is the number, 16 brush. This is a fluffy blending brush, and that's this coconut-ish transition shade. And then on this same brush, I'm going to go into Played Out, which is this sort of red toned dark brown. And I'm going to go into it very, very lightly and just use that to sort of deepen up the crease there. Now I'm going into Stallion, and I'm dipping in on a BH Cosmetics Studio Pro 17. And oh my god, this looks like there's gonna be so much fallout with this shade, the amount of powder that just kicked up. So I'm putting this in my outer corner and sort of blending it into the crease. Wait, the glitter like doesn't show up at all. This is actually just like a matte navy on the eye. I've been wanting a shade like this for forever. And I'm just going to blend this out a little more with a Coastal Scents fluffy blending brush. Okay, this blended out like insanely. I wasn't expecting this eye look to really be so dark. I wanted like a little something to deepen it up. So I think I'm actually going to be like super boring and go into the shades Strut and Slay and Spill the Tea as my all over lid shades because I'm trying out the stuff from Physicians Formula and I'm going for more of like a summery bronze look, and right now this is going like I'm going to the club. So I'm actually just going to go in on my finger because that's typically how these show up best. These shimmers don't feel like they have as much like oomph to them as some of my other Colourpop shimmers that I've tried in the past, but they also don't have quite as much fallout as my other Colourpop shimmers. So I'm not sure if that's just sort of the trade-off you get for less fallout, but... And then I'm going to drag the shade Stallion into my under eye. The faces I make while doing my eyeshadow are ridiculous. I'm always editing my videos and I'm like, why are you making that face right now? And then I'm going to take the shade Unbothered on my pinky and put this in my inner eye. This is like a very, very gold leaning champagne-y shade. I'm just going to do some eyeliner. I'll be right back. Alright, I did some eyeliner. Overall, I think I like the palette. I think the color scheme is a lot more unique than what Colourpop normally puts out. You will need to be careful with the colors because, as you can see, this dark got dark real quick. But I think this will be fun to play with, do some more colorful looks. I'll definitely like to pair it with some of my other more colorful palettes as well. Now I'm gonna do the rest of my face with the Physicians Formula Butter Collection palette. So when they announced this, I was so excited because I've been wanting to try out their butter bronzer and highlight formula for the longest time, but they're one of the most expensive brands at the drugstore, and I'm like dropping like $17 for a little bronzer compact when I don't even know if I'll actually like the formula. Seems a little crazy to me. But then with this, I get the bronzer, the blush, and 2 highlighters, and I paid $7 for this with the 15% off on the website. I know it's actually sold out on the website right now, and I don't think they're going to restock it because this is limited edition, but you can find this at Walmart for $11.88, and you get 4 pans. Granted, they aren't full-size pans like you would get if you paid the full price at the drugstore, but you get to try out all of this, so I love it. And you also get this little Butter Paradise perfume, which I've heard a lot of people have been asking for because they love the scent of these. The only thing I don't like is that this packaging is super bulky, and I'm not one that normally depots things, but I actually think I am going to depot this. So I'm going to try the bronzer with this like Morphe dome-shaped brush that came in the face collection from the holidays. So I got the light medium one, so this is the just standard bronzer in bronzer. Okay, everyone like says these have a smell, and I'm not really smelling anything, but I guess that's a good thing. I think the bronzer is nice. I definitely would only reach for this in the summer because it is more of a warm toned bronzer than like a cool toned contouring type of bronzer. Now I'm going into the blush in Natural Glow. This is a very peachy toned blush. This has a sheen to it that's very pretty, but it definitely is emphasizing the texture on my skin right here. So if you're someone with a lot of texture, just keep that in mind. I'm going to try both of these highlighters. First, let me swatch everything for you so you can just see it swatched. So this is the bronzer in Bronzer, the blush in Natural Glow, the limited edition highlighter in Full Moon, and the limited edition highlighter in Galactic. So I think what I'm going to do is go on with Galactic first and then top it with Full Moon. So these feel like Colourpop's little creamy formula, but I always see people apply these with brushes. So I'm going to use my Real Techniques setting brush. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm going into Full Moon on the other side of the brush. Okay, so these are like super intense, pretty highlights. I feel like the two of them paired together is almost too much on my skin, but these are like a true blinding highlight. Like, holy crap. I'm gonna just test out this little perfume. Oh my god, that smells so nice. It smells just like a good smelling sunscreen, like just like coconutty, nice smell. It's not like a fancy perfume. It's definitely like one that you would get at like Victoria's Secret or Bath & Body Works, but like this whole thing was so cheap. Alright, I'm just gonna set my skin down with my Too Faced Hangover 3-in-1 spray. And I'm going to do my mascara. To finish off this look, I'm going to use this Colourpop Luxe lipstick, also from the Shayla collab. This is the shade Quickie. I've been wanting to try their Luxe lipstick formula for a while, and this just seemed like a good time. Okay, this color pulled a lot more peachy than I was expecting. I don't hate it, just wasn't what I was hoping for based off of the swatches. My lips are like a little dry right now, but I still think that this looks kind of streaky, crusty a bit, which like for a nude lipstick, that's like not that hard to formulate. So I don't know if this is my favorite thing. We'll see. So this is the final look that I did today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Lets me know that you like the sort of content that I'm putting out. And thank you so much for watching. Hopefully I will see you guys next time. Bye.